It is said that the best things in life are free. That the beauty of the human spirit is best seen in the simple ways of life. However, increasing urbanization, rising human populations, and development are fast turning our world into a concrete jungle. Our heritage, our culture, and our natural resources are under imminent threat. However, there are those who are not willing to give up the fight just yet.
I realized that most of our people are losing land to migrants, and they were coming to displace both wildlife and even livestock. And even our culture was being degraded.
I could see that in the future, wild animals will have a problem because of the population growth. I'm talking of about 40, 50 years ago, and sure it has come to pass.
The Nairobi National Park. Right now you go actually where it used to border with Kajiado County, the entire area is locked.
75% of Kenya's wildlife exists outside the protected areas, with protected areas being 25%. This means that the majority of wildlife is under great threat of destruction with the continued heightened human-wildlife conflict. It's not only wildlife, but our cultures too are under great threat from the fast-paced modernization taking place.
We started the idea of forming the Conservancy about 1.5 years ago, and we got a few members who understood it, and we continued together. And it took us a whole year again to convince the rest that now have joined us.
Paul Kilelu is the general manager of the Enkusero Sampu Conservancy in Kajiado West constituency, Kajiado County. Having bought land in the region, he was concerned by the arbitrary hiving off of land for sale without any consideration of the cultural heritage of the residents of the area. He embarked on a mission of getting landowners to come together to start the Enkusero Sampu Conservancy.
Initially, few landowners came together, and the rest, in the first place, refused to join because they did not know the concept. But after several talks, after several meetings, and they came to realize that it is a good concept, and now they emulate it.
So what would make one commit 3,000 acres to conservation?
My main interest in this venture is not so much anything else, but to ensure that we have created a conservancy. To me, this is the legacy I would like to leave behind.
If convincing landowners to consolidate their land for conservation purposes was a challenging task, getting the residents on board was even harder, as almost all of them had had bad experiences with wildlife.
Tunaweza kupoteza mbuzi kama 60 na ng'ombe 8 hivi. Na mbuzi, average ya mbuzi ya hapa inauzwa 5,000. Kwa hivyo ukiona 5,000 mara 60, hiyo ni kama 300. Alafu ng'ombe za hapa, average za ng'ombe tunauza ng'ombe 40,000. 40,000 na hata zaidi. Kwa sababu dume kubwa, hizo kubwa tunauza hata 80 na kuendelea juu.
The solution to this problem came in engaging the local opinion leaders and getting them to see the benefits of starting a conservancy.
baiki larin naatotulusoitie enaa peiteruni aponu agira aliki iyiok negira aifundisha iltung'anak agira aliki eibung'ita metaba naa neponu aibung neaku toonkolong'i naatulusoitie ebaiki olarin aare kake eetuo iltung'anak aibung kibung'a taata ajo kainyoo easitai kainyoo eyieuni neaku musana peyakini iyiok.
Conservancy ikianzishwa, mimi ninaona matarajio kubwa sana au ni msaada, kwa sababu barabara kwanza ikienda kwa Conservancy mahali ya wanyama, wananchi watakuwa wamesaidika wakienda manyumbani kwao. Maji kama Enkusero Sampu, ile maji iko karibu ni ya kilomita 8, kwa hiyo maji pia itakuwa hiyo pia msaada ya kulipwa wanyama, wananchi watakuja kupenda wanyama. Forest haitakatwa tena, hiyo itakuwa sasa, itasemekana hiyo forest tumesikizana, haitakatwa tena. Kwa hivyo ni msaada mingi sana.
The Maa community, most of them have gone on selling their land. But when we go through the Conservancy way, they'll retain their land, they'll manage actually to get some profit out of it. They'll continue with their daily life the way they used to go on, and economically they'll improve. So that means actually the issue of the tradition also depleting will be taken care of by Conservancy.
With all parties agreed, the Conservancy is embarking on fundraising for the next phase of development. And Paul has a clear vision.
When you come to Enkusero Sampu in 5 years, first of all, the infrastructure, the road network will be perfect. Second, the Enkusero Sampu residents will be able to teach anybody about wildlife because they will have that awareness in totality. They will know all the animals that we have in Enkusero Sampu Conservancy and even the habitats where they are. There will be more water for both wildlife and livestock and even humans.
As Wangari Maathai said, Mother Nature is very unforgiving. If you do not take care of it, it will destroy you.